DIGICEL health tourism amid Trinidad transfer delays. Canby supermarket logged lowest grocery prices. And 10 million airport upgrade amid direct flights breakthroughs. Good evening, I am Renessa Ortiz and you're locked into Tobago Updates television news for Tuesday, 30th June 2026. And now to our top story. The Tobago House of Assembly is eyeing global healthcare dollars to boost the local economy. Deputy Chief Secretary and Health Secretary Dr. Faith Brebner says the island is expanding its healthcare infrastructure in its pursuit of health tourism, backed by international partnerships. However, she notes that structural gaps still require patients to seek critical care in Trinidad. Joel Green-George has the details.
Tobago wants to be your next healthcare destination and is aiming for international appeal. Following the recent budget presentation, the Division of Health wants to transform the island into a regional medical destination and is aggressively pursuing partnerships to establish the island as a wellness hub. Health Secretary Dr. Faith Brebner says the island's natural environment gives a unique competitive edge for patient recovery.
One of the things we are also pushing is to thrust for health tourism as well, where we are trying to encourage people who may have whatever it is to come to Tobago to get the kinds of services they may not get elsewhere, or they would prefer to get in a place that is clean, green, safe and serene kind of thing. And work with that. Yes.
To build this framework, the Assembly is collaborating with global health agencies. But the ambitious plan faces immediate local realities. During the budget debate, Dr. Brebner addressed long-standing issues regarding patient transfers to Trinidad. She points out that while the THA funds emergency airlifts for critical cases, Trinidad's public facilities often face major delays.
When clients are flown to Trinidad, many people don't recognize that they sometimes go to Trinidad in a helicopter because we know and we think that their situation is critical. But when they get to Trinidad, they sit there for weeks before getting the services that they are supposed to get. And in some instances, we have to turn around and use the grants to pay for those services to be provided in the private system in Trinidad.
The Division of Health has been allocated $1.09 billion in the draft estimates to upgrade facilities and to enhance public health intelligence. Dr. Brebner maintains that despite existing challenges, Tobago's healthcare system performs remarkably well when compared to the national average.
Now, I say that to say this: we are not perfect. We are nowhere close to perfect, but in many of those instances, the families then come back to me and say, what we have in Tobago is really good. Because they did not realize how bad it was in the public health system in Trinidad in comparison.
The Health Division stresses that staff well-being remains the foundation for these upgrades. Funding allocations will be decided when the national budget is presented in Parliament later this year. Joel Green-George, Tobago Updates Television News.
The cost of living is hitting pockets hard, but new data shows where you shop matters. The Consumer Affairs Unit just released its June grocery survey for Tobago. It tracks 10 staple items, including Crick's biscuits, ibis flour, and green butterfly milk. The findings show a major price gap across the island. Double B, Hanman, Cost Cutters, and Viewport supermarkets all average tight mid-range totals between $167 and $170. However, Smithfield Grocery in Plymouth came in much higher, totaling just over $190. For the absolute best deals, Penny Savers in Canby offers the lowest total basket cost at $164.10. On the other end of the scale, Sellers Shopping Mart in Charlottesville recorded the highest total at $213. Officials say smart shopping can save households nearly $49 on a single trip. The agency urges residents to compare prices before heading to the checkout counter. For the full list, visit the Consumer Affairs Facebook page or call 868-639-6556. The THA is putting $10 million on the table to overhaul the airport terminal with new kiosks and local branding designed to support everyone from micro vendors to larger businesses. The Chief Secretary notes that while the island is successfully pushing for more direct flights, fixing our airports, waterfalls, and heritage sites is vital. Here are the details.
Efforts to elevate Tobago's tourism entrance and support local entrepreneurs are getting a multi-million-dollar financial injection. The THA has set aside $10 million to rebrand the airport terminal, creating space for micro, medium, and larger local enterprises to display Trimbagonian culture. Chief Secretary Farley Augustine disclosed that the Executive Council will be reviewing the final cost this coming Thursday.
Right, so the final costs I will get by Exec Council this week on Thursday. We had set aside $10 million thus far to do the work. We're talking about all of the kiosks for the micro enterprises, the medium sized ones and some of the large ones too. We're also talking about branding within the terminal so that when you come into the terminal, you know that you're in Tobago. It looks nice. It's reflective of Tobago art and artisans. That kind of thing.
The upgrades come as Tobago secures major breakthroughs in attracting new direct international flights to the island. However, the Chief Secretary warns that increased airlift is only half the battle. He stresses that Tobago's natural attractions and its primary getaway must meet international standards.
We are pushing and we are finally beginning to see some breakthrough in getting additional direct flights. But that's not the only answer. Part of the thing is we have to improve on the actual product, which means that from our waterfalls to our forts to our sites to the attractions, what's happening, they have to be improved, and that includes the airport, which gives our first and last impression as an island.
With the airport serving as the critical first and last impression for visitors, the upcoming terminal overhaul is being positioned as a main pillar of the island's economic recovery strategy. Reporting for Tobago Updates Television News, I am AMPLIA Balgobin.
Next, the Electoral District Fund has officially launched.
Nice!
If I have to call a supervisor one more time to sign off on a customer because their financials are in a mess, I will scream!
Hey, don't scream in a bank. That have lock-up in it.
It's either they're not registered properly, or you know what? We could just forget about annual returns, right?
Compliance is a bad word to most of them. Haul your compliance out of here. But let me eat.
What is wrong with Trinbagonians? I mean, it has so much help they could get out there.
Well, you know, Trinis, we don't like to spend we money.
But you know what? Be comfortable with losing we money. That make it any financial
What people should do is call Anderson in Trinidad and Tobago.
Wait, what? Anderson in Trinidad and Tobago?
Anderson in Trinidad and Tobago Tax and Accounting Services. Yeah, they offer help from registering your business to filing your tax. Oh! Ah! My lunch is over. Oh!
Wait, tell me more.
No, go and scream in the bank. You go and scream in the bank.
No, Antoine, don't get one sooner.
Tobago updates, we keeping it true.
Oh gosh. Tobago updates. On the screen, here we go. You're home for October, can't even show. From the big station to the radio line, we bring Tobago to the world in real time.
Tobago updates. Tobago updates. Carnival 2026. We said the pace. Wave your flag. Anywhere you're there. Anywhere. Island love, trimming all around you. Yeah.
Coconut's Cafe, the buffet restaurant that specializes in all your tasty local dishes. For breakfast and for lunch. Breakfast includes coconut bake and sada roti, served with chokers, buljoil, and sausages in tomato sauce. Not forgetting beef and cheese pies, shepherd's pie, macaroni pie, and rice in various styles. Meat served in a variety of flavors, garden salads, and pasta salads. All this accompanied by fruit juices, coconut water, your choice of a great combination to appease your taste buds. So call us today to order, as we are here to accommodate your busy schedules or if you are having a cooking day off.
Sun Up Tobago presents Solara. Celebrating the 9th edition of your favorite party in the East, where style and good vibes meet. Get ready for the food-inclusive cool experience you love. This July 4th, we return to the East, bringing you the perfect blend of mouth-watering food flavors, premium vibes, and unforgettable energy.
One thing more than fear understood. When girl, good girl.
Grab your cooler, hold your crew, and escape to Tobago's ultimate vibe. Join us at 4 p.m. at the Deltec compound in Argyle. Get your tickets now at Waterhole Bar and Pablo Supermarket Argyle, Barcode, Scarborough, Eco Spots, Dudley Park, Lee Jones Bar on the Esplanade, and Jane Monkey Crown Point, or online at islandetickets.com. Sun Up Tobago, Solara, 9 years strong. Your favorite party in the East is calling. Saturday, 4th of July, Deltec compound Argyle.
Step out of my dreams to my real life. This girl, I wanna know you feel like, yeah. Come closer to me, let the stars align, yeah. In the middle of the night, you bring the sunshine. Miss Lady, she have a pot on the fire, burn a flame when she cooking.
Okay. 335, 336, 337, 338, 339.
Counting on your fingers again. No wonder you lose your business.
Grandpa, thanks for helping me start over.
You not lucky in business, you know. As a child, you tried to sell hog plum. That failed. As a teenager, you and your boyfriend tried to break into the jewelry business. But hey, where that boy end up?
He live in Aruka in the Grove. The golden one.
Oh, child, if you want to get into business, you have to have your financial records intact. But hey, do you know your numbers?
Of course, 624 333.
No, child, your numbers, your ratios, your equity ratios. You have a financial handicap.
What?
You need to see somebody about that. Anderson.
Who?
Anderson in Trinidad and Tobago, they offer tax and accounting services. They know about financial management.
Grandpa, I started this business with nothing.
And nothing is what you will end up with unless you call Anderson Services. Here.
Okay, this card is nice.
Yeah.
What's this?
Your rental fee. Have business will pay rent. Hot and groovy in the soca party.
Thank you for staying with us. Consumers may soon have to dig deeper into their pockets for local poultry. Tobago farmers are warning that a combination of rising hatchery costs and persistent inter-island shipping bottlenecks are forcing prices up. Tobago Updates reporter Alia Balgobin has the details in this report.
Local poultry farmers are hitting a wall when it comes to keeping prices affordable. The challenge isn't just the price of feed or logistics on land, it's the daily headache of moving livestock between the islands. Terence Jofield, owner of TJ's Meat Shop in Codler Hall, says that while buying straight from the hatchery keeps initial costs low, actually getting those birds over from Trinidad is a completely different story.
Advantage, the cost savings. Basically based on the price you get them direct from the hatchery farm, compared to the price you get from a retailer. It's a huge difference. That's one. The disadvantage is that most of these main suppliers in Trinidad don't ship, so you have to go for it. And then sometimes with the both situation, you get sometimes you book it and then you can't get to go down or come back up as you wish. So that's the major drawback.
Because those major hatcheries don't handle inter-island shipping, Tobago producers must make the trip themselves. But with unpredictable sea bridge disruptions and tight booking schedules, a single missed boat can derail an entire production cycle. It's a logistical gamble that small-scale farmers simply can't absorb on their own, meaning the extra cost of doing business inevitably gets passed down the line. According to him, quote, consumers who buy from small-scale producers will inevitably face higher prices, end quote. With no immediate fix on the horizon for the sea bridge challenges, local vendors says consumer prices will likely remain volatile. Reporting for Tobago Updates Television News, I am AMPLIA Balgobin.
7 young women have officially qualified for the prestigious 2026 Miss Tobago Heritage Personality Competition following a rigorous official screening process. In a media release, an adjudication panel from the Tobago Festivals Commission Limited and the pageant committee evaluated the candidates on a 50-point scale. The women demonstrated their suitability as cultural ambassadors through interviews, talent showcases, and assessments of their poise, communication, and knowledge of local heritage. The successful delegates advancing to the next phase are Kadisha Lovell, representing Mason Hall, Nikaya Gardiner of Canaan Bonaccord Crown Point, Tishara Starr Jones of Sisters in Culture, Yankee Murray representing Scarborough Urban Village, Kiara Bailey of Encore Dance Theatre, Rochelle Frank of Mariah, and Miss Shyla Williams representing Signal Hill. The finalists will now embark on an intensive training and mentorship program focusing on cultural research and community engagement. Staged under the theme Daughters of Drums and Dreams, this year's competition honors the unsung women who shaped Tobago's identity. The pageant remains a cornerstone of the 39th Annual Tobago Heritage Festival, celebrating under the banner Let We Tell the Whole Story. The grand finale takes place on Thursday, July 30th, 2026 at the Shore Park Complex. The news will continue in a moment, but why wait? You can follow every story, every update, all the time. Join the conversation and find us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Tobago Updates. Don't miss a beat, we'll be right back.
Sofa Factory is here in Tobago. Conveniently located Montessori Drive, Glen Road, Scarborough. Up to 20% off on select sofas for customization. Deals on some sofas from as low as $4,000 until stocks last. 10% off on all wardrobes. Half off on shower heads with the purchase of a vanity set. Come in and experience the new way to shop for furniture and see the quality in person.
Welcome to Tobago Glass Supplies Limited, where innovation meets excellence and service reigns supreme. Our commitment is simple: to provide high-quality, innovative aluminum, vinyl, and glass solutions for both commercial and residential spaces. At TGSL, we don't just meet needs, we exceed expectations. Our range includes the finest aluminum cladding options, setting new standards in durability and style. Driven by our passion to elevate, we aim to be the leading supplier in the Caribbean market while retaining our identity as a family-owned business. Because at Tobago Glass Supplies Limited, it's not just about products. It's about relationships. It's about you. Innovation, quality, service. That's Tobago Glass Supplies Limited.
Coming up, hot plates, cold drinks, and chill vibes were the order of the month in Antigua and Barbuda. Top chefs, tasty menus, influencers, and foodies. The boxes were ticked, kitchens buzzing, and grills fired up. It's the one and only Antigua and Barbuda Culinary Month with Caribbean Passport TV on this station.
Stay tuned for what's coming next.
And I have never, ever tried anything from the dirt oven.
Let's go to the backyard dirt oven on a Thursday.
You know, talk about authentic. On entry, I felt at home. I felt like I was going to visit my loving grandmother on a weekend. The kind of weekend where she showers you with love, stories, and food. This place is a home away from home. And just like I would do at home, I pop the question, what you had to eat day? And boom, coconut drops. Boom, bread. Boom, garlic bread. Boom, hops. Boom, coconut tart. Boom, jam tart. And boom, something they call nuts. And just like that, Mistress Baker was ready to pop them in the oven. And don't worry, she had some help. And while we was waiting, I said, let me hear from Mistress Baker herself.
Well, we've been operating for a couple of years now. We started, this was a COVID project. We operate strictly on Tuesdays only. You don't keep stock, we only sell on Tuesdays.
Such a sweet lady. Hey, Olia, it's ready. When last you see a nice golden brown bread, sir? Backyard bakery for the win. Olia, a GT. I finally get me the oven bread with a little extra goodies on the side. You might be asking, where they're located? They are located on Bukuru, right on Nightingale Avenue, right before Racetrack Wheels if you're coming from town. Just look for the green hedge. You can't miss it. Pause. Check out the menu they one time. Honestly, guys, this is an experience I will never forget. It's a home away from home, a place filled with love, life, and most importantly, good bread.
The Caribbean is more than just a place. It's a spirit, resilient, vibrant, and full of possibility. It's who we are and the heart of everything we do. For over 150 years, we've been right here, invested in the Caribbean, its people, and its progress. And today, we're going even further. We're deepening our commitment to the region, continuing to invest in the networks, services, and digital solutions that move Caribbean businesses forward. Whether you are a mid-sized business or multinational player, we bring you resilient connectivity, personalized service, and tailored IT solutions, all powered by local teams that truly have your back. We're here to help you navigate challenges, grow, and achieve your goals with practical solutions, reliable networks, and a partnership rooted in trust and your long-term success. Liberty Business, rooted in the Caribbean, committed to you.
Welcome back. And now for a look at the weather update from the TNT Met Office. Tonight we can expect mostly fair but hazy conditions across the islands, accompanied by a gentle breeze and the odd shower. Minimum temperatures are forecast to drop to 24 degrees Celsius at Piaco and 25 degrees Celsius at Crown Point. Tomorrow, Wednesday, will be mostly sunny, slightly hazy and breezy despite a low 30% chance of a brisk isolated shower. However, expect a partly cloudy night that will become increasingly cloudy with showery activity after midnight. A moderate concentration of Saharan dust remains present in the atmosphere, so individuals sensitive to changes in air quality should take all necessary precautions. The heat index is expected to reach 35 degrees Celsius at Piaco and 34 degrees Celsius at Crown Point. Seas are moderate with waves in open waters ranging from 1.5 to 2 meters. In sheltered areas, waves will remain near 1 meter and can become occasionally choppy. For those monitoring the tides, Port of Spain high tides are at 4:14 a.m. and 5:33 p.m. with low tides at 11:08 a.m. and 10:57 p.m. In Scarborough, high tides are at 4 a.m. and 5:11 p.m. with the low tides at 10:54 a.m. and 10:30 p.m. Sunrise is at 5:47 and sunset will be at 6:32. And that's all the time we have for tonight's Tobago Updates news. Have a great night and let's recap the headlines. THA eyes health tourism amid Trinidad transfer delays. Canby supermarket logged lowest grocery prices. And 10 million airport upgrade amid direct flight breakthrough.